All right, welcome back. Let's just jump right into a question that sounds completely backward, doesn't it? What if the harder you try to lose weight, the heavier you actually get? I know it sounds nuts, but stick with me, because today we're going to break down exactly why your best efforts might be the one thing that's sabotaging you. So get this. Dieting is, and I'm not kidding, probably the single worst investment on the planet. A staggering 95% of people who go on a diet, they don't just fail to keep the weight off, a lot of them end up gaining back more than they lost. It's like putting money in a stock that not only goes to zero, but then charges you fat interest for the trouble. It's just wild. So you have to ask yourself, right? If pretty much everyone is failing, can it really be that all of us just lack willpower? No, no way. The answer is a huge resounding no. There's something else going on here. A hidden reason, a fundamental miscommunication between us and our own bodies. And that's exactly what we're going to uncover right now. Okay, so here's the game plan. We'll start with why diets backfire so badly. Then we're gonna bust the willpower myth wide open by cracking our body's secret code. After that, I'll show you a super practical plan called the 13-3 Blueprint. We'll talk about how your kitchen is secretly running the show. And then we'll wrap it all up by shifting the goal from just dieting to actually living. All right, let's get right to the heart of the issue. For decades, we've been sold this idea that weight loss is just a battle of you versus a piece of cake. But what if I told you you're not actually fighting your cravings? What if you're fighting against millions of years of human evolution? Because you are. There's actually a name for this. It's called the biological code backlash. See, when you slash your calories or go way too hard at the gym, your brain doesn't think, oh, great, we're getting a beach buddy. No, it thinks there's a famine. It thinks you're in a crisis. And so it hits the panic button, activating these deep, ancient survival codes to protect you. It slows down your metabolism and starts storing every single calorie it can as fat, preparing you for the hard times it thinks are coming. And think about this through the story of Oprah Winfrey. One of the most powerful, resourceful people in the world, and she's been so open about her battle with weight. She said it herself recently, she finally realized it was never about her failing. It was never a lack of willpower. It was what she calls a bug in her brain, a protective feature that was trying to save her from a starvation that in our modern world just doesn't exist. Your body is literally trying to save you. And this really shows you the efficiency trap we all fall into. That whole, I'll just burn it off at the gym mindset. But look at this study. The group that focused only on exercise lost less than a third of the weight compared to the group that focused on their diet. Now, obviously, exercise is crucial for your health, but you can't win a war by fighting on the wrong front. It's kind of like what Taylor Swift figured out. She stopped trying to fight her body with brutal workouts and started cooperating with it by giving it the right fuel. So, okay, if fighting our biology is a losing battle, then how in the world do we start cooperating with it? Well, that leads us right into the next part here, which is a super simple, really smart framework for eating that finally works with your body instead of against it. Meet the 133 Low Carb Blueprint. And the beauty of this is it's not about painstakingly counting every single calorie. Forget that. It's just about simple ratios. Just picture your plate. You divide it into 7 sections. 3 of those are for protein, 3 are for vegetables, and just 1 is for carbs or starches. This whole setup is designed to fuel your body perfectly without ever setting off that internal famine alarm. Now, here's the part that is so simple it honestly feels like a cheat code. The order you eat your food in can change everything. Here's the deal. Eat your protein and your veggies first. Save that one part of carbs, the bread, the pasta, the rice, for the very end of your meal. Why? Because studies show this one little trick can slash your blood sugar spike after a meal by over 40%. That keeps everything stable and basically tells your body, hey, no need to store any fat right now. It's a game changer. And listen, this is not a prison sentence. The real secret to making anything stick for life is being flexible. And that's where the good old 80-20 rule comes in. 80% of the time, yeah, you stick to the blueprint. But that other 20%, you live your life. Go to the birthday party, have a slice of cake, enjoy that meal out with your friends. That flexibility is what keeps you from burning out and turns this whole thing into a lifestyle you can actually enjoy, not some temporary punishment. Okay, so we've got our internal biology sorted out. But what about the world around us? It turns out your physical space, and especially your kitchen, is sending these quiet little signals to your brain all day long. Check this out. A study from Cornell was just fascinating. They found that people who were in messy, cluttered kitchens ate way more junk food. Why? Because a cluttered space sends a subconscious signal of chaos to your brain, which basically gives you a free pass to make chaotic, impulsive choices. But an organized kitchen? That signals control. This is the secret of people like Jennifer Aniston, who's known for creating what you could call an easy-to-be-slim environment. When your kitchen is clean and the healthy food is front and center, making good choices just becomes the easy default thing to do. And all of this brings us to the final, and I think the most powerful piece of the puzzle. We have to completely change what we think the goal is here. This is not about a number you see on a scale. This is it. This is the big takeaway. Stop trying to lose weight. That whole phrase just implies it's a temporary fight, a battle that you hope will be over soon. You need to shift your focus to building a lifestyle. Because when you concentrate on creating good, sustainable habits that actually respect your biology and your environment, a healthy weight is no longer the battle. It becomes the natural, completely effortless result of just living your life well. So let's make this real. Right now, after you're done here, I want you to walk into your kitchen and find one thing, just one, that doesn't fit with the lifestyle you want to build. Maybe it's that bag of chips you always go for, or even just some random clutter on the counter. Whatever it is, get rid of it. That one small act of taking control is your first step. It's about clearing your space and clearing out those old habits that have been weighing you down. So what's it going to be?